Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. So today we are making a low carb version of the viral Turkish pasta. Guys, I made this for dinner the other night and it was a straight hit, 10 out of 10. These are the ingredients that you need for them. Very, very basic, but I'm telling you, this is loaded with flavor. I'm talking about, this is something that you will have on rotation. But the cool thing about this is it is low carb, okay? So I'm gonna show you my little secret for pasta. And yeah, it's so simple to make. So we're gonna get started. The first thing we're gonna make is our meat. That's what takes the longest. And then everything else is boom, 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 okay? So let's move over to the stove, cook our meat, and then I'm gonna show you how to assemble the bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a little avocado oil. My ground beef is pretty lean, so I do add a little oil. If you're doing like an 80-20, then you probably don't have to because it will have enough oil all by itself. I had it on high just to heat it up, but now we are going into a medium high. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our meat in. And then this is what we need. Some paprika, which might as well just kind of pour me now. All right, so we're gonna go in with paprika. All right, we have cumin, so a little ground cumin. Okay, this is gonna be nice and seasoned, so. We need flavor, sazon in our life, a little onion powder. And then we have some garlic powder, okay. I know it seems like a lot, but trust me, this is a very, very flavorful dish. Some tomato paste. So I just got this at my local store. We're gonna add a good amount of that. And last but not least, I almost forgot, a little salt and pepper. Okay, do you see how, I mean, it looks juicy, but not the juicy that we wanna see. So this is when we will add our bone broth. Instead of water. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, it's still juicy, but now it has a really good consistency. It's like nice and thick. So when you add it to your pasta, just think of this as your sauce. It's kind of like a thick meat sauce. I want like a thicker consistency on my noodles. All right guys, so we're moving on to our pasta. I'm just sipping on my chai. This is a one from Element. This still has the 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium that our body needs just to be fully hydrated. And it also helps with hormonal regulation. If you guys want to try all 8 of their flavors, Element is offering all 8 flavors with any purchase. You get like basically a sample pack. Now you can go to drinklmnt.com/low carb love, but I'll also leave it linked in the description below. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started on our pasta substitute. Remember, this is gonna be low carb, 1 ingredient. You guys are gonna love it. Now to keep this low carb, instead of regular pasta, I'm actually gonna make pasta out of onion. I am a huge onion fan. I tried it, guys. I'm telling you, it was a hit. Now to get them really long like this, because typically you would get just like small little pieces, right? Something like this, which is fine. If you get something like this, no big deal. But this is what's gonna mimic our pasta. So in order to do that, you just cut it down the middle, turn it, and that's how you get these long pieces, okay? So let's go ahead and put it into our oil. We're basically going to, I'm probably gonna make about 2 batches, but we are making grilled onions as our pasta. What do you think of that idea, by the way? I'm really curious to know if you were like, what you think of it. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, absolutely. Oh, this is me. I'm definitely making this. But I don't know how you feel about it, so let me know. I am gonna do a little salt and pepper to season our onion. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on a medium heat. These are gonna continue to saute. And meanwhile, I'm gonna leave this for about 2 minutes. Let's go make our yogurt sauce that's gonna go over our meat. Okay, so now for the yogurt sauce. This is very, very, very important. It literally makes the dish. In my personal opinion, everything really goes well together. I'm just using like a little Greek yogurt. You can use your favorite Greek yogurt of choice. It's all gonna, As long as it's Greek yogurt, it'll work because you need the thickness. So this, as long as it has like a thickness like this. Some yogurts are a lot more like watery. They're just a lot looser. So you want this, like where it looks like sour cream. Okay, and for garlic, you can use raw or fresh, but I'm gonna use a little bit of minced. Last time I used minced, it tastes good, so we're just gonna roll with it. A nice amount of garlic, a little salt and pepper. And then we're also gonna use some fresh lemon, okay? Let's go. This is so delicious. You cannot skip out on this. I'm sorry. Okay. We're going to finish mixing this. Make sure everything is just really smooth and well incorporated. Give it a taste. And if it needs a little bit more salt, add it. That's probably the only thing. Or if you want it more garlicky, then by all means, add a little more garlic. Now, to make our paprika butter, it's literally just a little bit of sweet paprika and butter. That's it, 2 ingredients. And I know that there's a lot of steps to this, but think about making this for your family. It is one of those meals that people are just going to love. Okay, this is something that kids will request. Not only that, but it's also really nourishing. You have a lot of protein in this dish. So it's also a really great dinner. And the fact that it doesn't have pasta, it doesn't make you feel like bloated and weighed down. It doesn't give you that food coma. So definitely worth making, I'm telling you. Okay, so our sauce, our yogurt, paprika butter, done. Meat is nice and hot, which we obviously need. Nobody wants cold meat. We have our pasta substitute. Okay, ready to go. So now we are just gonna plate. So I'm choosing to plate this on a black plate so that you guys can see it and it stands out really nice and clear. So first things first, we're gonna go in with our pasta. All right, now we go in right in the middle, right in the center. Okay, you want a good amount. The yogurt is gonna give it this creaminess that you want. Now, we're gonna go in with our meat. Now this has a ton of flavor. Oh yeah. Now we're going in with the cherry tomatoes. And now a little bit of feta cheese. A little bit of parsley. And last but not least, now you can do one of two things. You can add the paprika butter over the yogurt and that goes really well, or you just drizzle it right here on top. Kind of like a chili oil, like a finishing chili oil, you know? Look at that. All right, guys, so here you have it. Let me know what you think about the pasta substitute. I mean, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. It really is, in my opinion, a game changer. I think this is a very hearty meal. Keeps you nice and full, very nourishing, full of protein. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave this recipe in the description below. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to share this video, share my channel with friends and family, whether they're living a low carb lifestyle or maybe just trying to make healthier choices in their life. But thank you so much for being here. I love you and I'll see you on my next video.